So today I'm just having a go at felting. Basically the kit comes in a bag, kind of like this, with all like strips in, and it comes with instructions, and some of them come with like, you can go online and do, sometimes you can find them, you can, anyway, it comes all like this, and you get like a little piece of this stuff and a needle, usually like this. And basically you just start to roll it up and follow the instructions basically, and you have to hold it. This is I'm making the cheeks here now to go on to here and here, basically. So we'll see how we go. It takes a long while. I think this is why felting animals are quite expensive, because you do have to spend a lot of time working on the items and putting them on and shaping and stuff. It's not a 5-minute job. It usually takes quite a few hours actually to make a felting animal. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Basically with this you just sort of hold it down and like do this, so you get the shape that you want, and put in all the little fibres like so, and then obviously you turn it over the other side and do it that way as well. So I'm trying to make a little sort of circle shape at the moment. Just keep going around like that. So you get the shape you want. I'm trying to get them both the same size. So we'll see how we go. That one. So basically I've now done the cheeks, so I'm going to put the little cheeks on as described in here. They're sort of going here, so I'm going to put this one on first here. Basically all you do is just hold it where you want to put it, sort of this area I think, or maybe a little bit down there I think, onto the white. I think it's just a bit back from the eye. And basically when you're happy with that, you just use the needle, push it in, trying to keep the push it into place. Takes a little while, it's a little bit fiddly sometimes, and that's basically pushing it into the head there. Try not to get your finger, basically, if you can see. I'll move it over a little bit more. So you're just pushing it in here like that, moving it around here, so it's going in here, like so. Bring it down a bit, actually it's gone up a bit high for my liking. Bring it down there, it's more on the cheek. If you're not happy with that, you can always add a bit more, you know, to it if it's not quite the shape you want, basically, like so. And I'll go into the other one now, and you can sort of get it to the shape you want, or add a bit more to it just to give what you want there. Right, okay. Particularly for the ears now, you just want to break a little bit of this off, like so. It all unravels, so you don't want to use too much, because obviously you're going to need some for the body and that. So I'll just take a little bit off, and I can always put a little bit back, like so. And basically you can sort of sometimes break it apart and put it together and give it a bit of a, you know, make it a little bit tighter, like so. Do that. So basically you want to basically have the ear sort of this sort of shape. Yeah, so I'll take the end bit here. So you want to sort of this shape for the ear. Yeah, so I'll just snip a bit off for now, because you can always have a bit extra. So we kind of want this shape basically for the ear. Yeah, so basically we'll put it on here, and we want to work on it with the needle to get the shape basically of the ear. So you can see that there. Just tuck it in a bit. And we want to have 2 of these because obviously he's got 2 ears. Right, so I'll leave me to that now and I'll come back. Basically, as you can see, I've now done the ear shape, left a little bit at the bottom so you can attach, and I've done some white separately as a little sort of ball and put that on and added that obviously with the pin onto there. I've done this one as well, so I have two. I'm just going to finish them off a bit more shape to that one, and then I'm going to add it onto the head here. Basically I've got both the ears now. I mean, no, you're not going to get them perfect because no ears are perfect anyway. So I've got the head here, so now I need to basically put the ear onto here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try and squeeze it in a little bit. It's going to be kind of on the side of the head here, and then we're going to use the pin and just gently just get it into place here. I think they want to be up a little bit more, so I'm going to do that. Sorry, I'm coming out of view now. It's hard to do this on camera actually. So basically we want to put the ear on here, so we just go round the area like this to roughly attach the ear. I've just done it rough like that, so I'll just finish that off and I'll do the other one. So as you can see now, I've put the ear on, but the ear, as you can see, is a bit big. So what I've done is I've just got some scissors and trimmed around here, and then with the pin basically finished it off again, so it's a more decent size rather than a big flap ear. Okay. Right, so now we kind of have both ears on. I've kind of trimmed around them a little bit so they're on like so. So next really we need to do the body. Well, I know I did a little bit of the head before starting, but I wasn't going to put this on film, but I thought I would. So we've got this wool for the body. So basically you don't want to use all of it, so I would still take some off just in case you need it for tail or something like that. So it says with the rest of this you need to kind of pull it out a bit, put it together so we get it like so. Pulling, we've got a little bit left over that. Pull and together like so. Pull and put together. Right, there we are. Kind of, like so. Right, so we kind of get it together and mix it. So we want to kind of roll this bit, so we want to kind of tuck it, because this is going to be the body basically, so we kind of need a body shape. So we're going to need it quite wide, but it says to do it quite loosely, so you don't want to do it too tight, otherwise you can't put other things in. So kind of roll it in like this, so you kind of get a sort of log shape sort of thing, like so. We need quite a bit for the body, right? And then we'll see how we go from here. Basically start prodding this in, so it kind of twist and prod as you go along to sort of get the body shape, and then we'll turn that bit in there. So we'll keep going. Final thing, as you're doing this, we need to sort of move this bit up so it's going upwards slightly to make a sort of a neck shape, so it's going to kind of look like that with it going upwards. Kind of got the rough shape. I've done it very lightly, it's not too hot, but this is going to be sort of the neck area, and this will be, and it's kind of a bit of a square shape, because sort of deers are kind of a bit of a square shape, aren't they? So next we're going to have to do the reindeer antlers, so I'm going to put that to one side, and for this we'll need a darker felt, and basically we need to break it off and make like a Y shape for the antlers. So I'll do one and then I'll show you. Now as for the antlers, you're going to want to end up with two pieces, long pieces like this, and two little pieces like that. And what you want to do is take this piece here and take a little piece, so you want to form a Y and join them together with the needle, so you've got a little antler. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'll show you when it's done. So now basically we have the two Y-shaped antlers. If you find that this doesn't attach very well, just get some more brown, a little bit, and just wrap it round, and then pin it in with the pin, make it hold it a little bit more better, and just, yeah. And then basically what we need to do now with the head is attach the handlers. So I assume which way you want to sort of put them on. I mean, I'll do, you know, either this way or on both sides of the head. So we'll do that now. So basically, I've attached the antlers now. So as you can see, just basically again, like, you hold it in place and just use the pin and push it in so it binds together these two pieces so it stays in place. Basically, pretty easy to do. So basically that's the head pretty much done. So we'll move on to the next bit. As you know, you're going to make 4 little white legs, so you need to sort of make the pieces, 4 of them, all basically the same size. And obviously you'll need a little bit of brown here to go on for the hoof. So basically you need to get them into shape again, obviously with the needle on the board, and then add the hoof on the bottom. So I'll get on with that bit now. So basically now we've got the 4 little legs here, and we shall be attaching it to the body, and then we'll come back again. Welcome back. Well, basically now I've attached the legs, as you can see. I've basically put a bit extra here around and wrapped it around the legs because it was quite hard to attach them. I'm not an expert at this, but I just found it sort of better. I mean, I'll have to touch this up a bit more at the front here. But then obviously you're going to pop the head on as well. So as the head goes on, and I thought they're kind of squarish sort of shape. I might shape it a little bit more, but yeah, we're getting there almost now. So I'm just going to finish it off and then show you the final result. Well, this is another day. I was going to show you the finished result, but I forgot to put the little dots on. So basically what you need to do is get a little piece of white and then roll it up into a little ball, and then obviously with the pin you flatten it and make it sort of round, and then when you're happy with the actual piece, you just pop it on where you think it should go, and then use the needle to attach this bit. Also, I need to put on a red necklace with a little green and yellow, I think it's a yellow bell and a little green piece, and then I will do that and then I will show you the finished result. Hi everybody, welcome back. Well, as you can see, I've finished the reindeer. You can see what it's supposed to look like there. I mean, it's not going to look exactly the same, obviously. I've put a little tail on him and I put some white on the back of the tail, and basically he's got his dots on now, and he's got a little red necklace with a little bell on the front. I think the front bit needs a little bit more reshaping, but he looks really quite good from the side. So there we go. It's taken me a few hours to do, but I'm going to be doing a fox next, hopefully. So I will just basically, any little loose hairs you get, just use a little pair of scissors and just snip them off. But basically I'm going to reshape him a little bit more at the front, but I'm quite happy with him overall. I mean, what do you think? And I put a little bit of black on his legs as well, because I forgot he wasn't quite brown, but so I put some black there as well. So let me know what you think. I've only done about 3 or 4 of these. I'll have to show you my other ones, but I think I did a rabbit and a little chick, and there's a couple of others I've done. But yeah, this is felting, so yeah, tell me what you think.